Beck, I've got a problem.
Okay.
We did a segment 3 weeks ago
Yeah.
where I was going to forecast the starting lineup.
Yes, we actually did that.
Yeah.
Yes, and we have that written down, by the way.
I know. I was not even close. I had two misses. I was trying to make sure that I had, and I intentionally was trying to be conservative.
Yeah, you didn't do average. You didn't do 22.
I said I thought there were like 14 I felt I knew would be in the starting lineup.
You think you did 12 or 13? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You did 12.
12.
My count.
So that was in. I mean, the point was like I'm going to make sure that I don't get any wrong.
Yeah.
These are locks to be in the starting
100%.
lineup, save an injury or a suspension. And Ashton Stamps was absolutely in that number.
Yep.
Absolutely. I mean, every day we went out there, it felt like Stamps was one of the first corners. He started all last year. And then as camp wore on, you started to see some more PJ Woodland. We talked about that, but I still felt like Stamps would be out there. You're probably going to have 3 corners on the field. Stamps will start. Not only did Ashton Stamps not start, Ashton Stamps did not play a snap on defense on Saturday. And that, to me, was so jarring that I figured there might be some sort of suspension or punishment being levied here. Well, that's not the case because Matt Moscona asked Brian Kelly today, hey, Stamps didn't play. Why? And this was Brian Kelly's explanation.
We're going to play the guys that, obviously give us the best chance to win. And he's a really good player. There's no doubt. But, when you talk about the rotation right now, the rotation was what we played on Saturday. But Ashton's got to stay ready. He knows that. This is a long season. We have great confidence in him and his ability to go out there and play at a high level for us.
So he just got beat out. PJ Woodland and DJ Pickett beat him out. I mean, Delane was a constant. He was always going to be one of the top 2 corners. And he played great. The highest Pro Football Focus grade on the team. Was the player of the game. But opposite him, you saw some rotation, and that rotation stopped on Saturday. And LSU covered really well. I mean, Woodland missed 1 tackle on the right sideline that led to a sizable Clemson gain. But he's never afraid to stick his nose in there. And DJ Pickett was out there for a significant portion of the game and really wasn't targeted. Like, they never went at him. So you've got now a situation where Ashton Stamps, one of your starters the last 2 years, has been beaten out. And to me, that's a healthy way to have your football team improve. You have guys develop from within. And look, DJ Pickett is not the most physical guy in the world at this point. He's really tall, so he's not filled out. But he's not afraid. And he can go out there and mix it up a little bit. And he did. Woodland's undersized. But he's not afraid. And then Delane played great. I thought Ashton Stamps, over the course of the first 3 weeks of camp, was really good. I've talked about this a lot now, so it's a little bit of a repeating myself. But for 2 years, we went out to practice, and LSU didn't cover anybody in all of August. It was just Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas, Kyron Lacey, Aaron Anderson, Kyle Parker, like just running sprints. Basically looked like they were working on air. 1-on-1, 7-on-7s. It was just pitch and catch. And that was not the case this August. And Ashton Stamps was a part of that. But obviously, Corey Raymond determined these are the guys. And here's the deal. I have implicit trust in Corey Raymond as a recruiter, as a developer. The narrative got tossed around that Corey Raymond, at the end of his stay in Baton Rouge, which ended in 2021, was losing a step. And I kind of balked at that. I thought it was ridiculous, but that was the narrative. And he doesn't get retained here at LSU. He ends up going to Florida. A lot of LSU fans go, guy wasn't recruiting at the end anyway. DBU was slipping off. Who cares? Good riddance. And I was sitting here going, you sure about that? You sure this guy forgot how to recruit corners and develop corners? We just watched him do it for a decade. You think he just forgot how to do that? I don't think so. And LSU, when he left, slipped badly at corner. Badly. LSU in the defensive backfield the last 2 years, really the last 3 years, has not even been close to the standard that was upheld here the entirety of Corey Raymond's first run as cornerback coach and defensive back coach. And the second they brought him back from Gainesville, I got on this microphone and I went, this is going to turn around. He's going to do it. And all of a sudden, lo and behold, in his first full cycle back at LSU, DJ Pickett's at LSU. And in his first game, DJ Pickett is out there playing against Clemson on the road. In his first game, DJ Pickett is getting the reps in front of a 2-year returning starter in Ashton Stamps. PJ Woodland got to LSU at 160 pounds. Probably not ready for the primetime lights in Las Vegas. But he had to go out there anyway because LSU didn't have the talent. Well, now he's been under the tutelage of Corey Raymond for a year and a half, and now he's ready to go out there and play well against Clemson. Need I remind you, on Saturday night, Cade Klubnik had a 50% completion percentage. 50%. DBU is coming back. And Corey Raymond is the author of that, and there's a renaissance coming, and he's the author of that as well. This is going to transform the way Blake Baker can play defense. I'm not telling you that LSU is just going to be a complete no-fly zone for every quarterback on the schedule from now to Christmas. What I'm telling you is they can put up a fight now. They can play man-to-man coverage now. And that opens up what Blake Baker can do with his front seven as far as creating pressure. And that transforms the way you can play defense. If you go back and watch Clemson's last 2 drives, LSU is not sitting back in prevent trying to make sure that Clemson doesn't hit a big play. They were bringing 5 guys every single snap because Baker trusts that his guys in the back end are going to be able to be sticky. And they didn't allow a lot of chunk plays for Clemson. There were a couple, but not 60, 70, 80-yard plays, just 26 here. Klubnik gets out, scrambles, hits a guy. They ran the pick play on the 4th down and got a big play. It wasn't perfect, but it was really good. And I think Ashton Stamps can help. And I think he will help. That's called depth. LSU didn't even have starting caliber players the last couple of years. Now they've got depth. This was always going to happen when they brought Corey Raymond back. And I think one of the things that is not talked about from the game on Saturday is just how well LSU covered. Delane's gotten a lot of pub, and rightfully so. He played great. But you also had PJ Woodland getting up in there and making a play on the ball. You had a pass breakup by A.J. Halsey on a crucial play. And now all of a sudden you're turning Harold Perkins loose. You're turning Whit Weeks loose. Woodland comes on a corner blitz that got a sack. You can be more creative when you can cover. That's what Saban's early defenses were built on here in Baton Rouge. When he had Corey Webster and Travis Daniels out there on the edge, then you can start turning some guys loose. They did, and they were really good. This defense has the makings of some of that after 1 week. Again, I'm not ready to put this defense in there with 0-3 and 11 just yet. They played 4 quarters. But some of the traits that they have are familiar. And for Ashton Stamps to have just gotten beaten out by younger players suggests that that talent is coming. And Corey Raymond knows how to cultivate it and develop it. And that's a big, big positive for LSU's football program moving forward. This staff is good, y'all. And they're going to put together good football teams. They've got one this year. And part of that is a secondary that is revamped and ready to rock. I'm fired up about it. That's your look at some LSU. If you're looking for LSU content, Hunt on LSU is where you can find it. Wherever you find your podcast, certainly on YouTube as well, Hunt on LSU. Hey, thanks for watching Hunt on LSU. Before you get out of here, do us a couple of favors. Hit that like button, leave your comments below, and subscribe to the channel for all your Fighting Tiger football talk. See you next time.